Once upon a time, at the capital of Kyoto, there was a famous poet called Narihira Ariwarino. Because he was a very handsome man of rock Asen, the 6 major poets of Heian era, he seemed to be popular with women very much. When this Narihira was young, he has been found by the brothers of the princess to invite out a princess from a hall of Nijio. It is a terrible guy to abduct a princess. And the angry brothers have cut a top-knot hairstyle of Narihira with a knife for a punishment. Boo-hoo-hoo! I have become the very miserable figure. I am ashamed of this and cannot walk the capital. Well, let's decide to go for a trip until hair grows. Narihira continued a trip and found crash pad to the dilapidated house of the place called Yaso Island of the Michinoku, Tohoku district, before long. Shall I write one poem? When Narihira took the writing brush, he heard the voice of the woman from the grass around the dilapidated house. Whenever autumn wind blows. Ah! I have a pain in eyes, I have a pain in eyes. I heard the voice of the woman who was poor beautifully who read the first half of a tanka of the 31-syllable Japanese poem. Oh! It is a quite good song. However, it is only first half of a tanka. What the matter is it? Narihira looked for the proprietor of the song to rely on a voice, but there was nobody. He fell asleep while thinking, it may be mysterious. When Narihira walked once again in search of the grass in the next morning, there was one skeleton. And from the hole of the eyes, a Japanese pampas grass grew. Whenever this Japanese pampas grass shook for wind, she would have a terrible pain in eyes. What on earth, whose skeleton is it? When Narihira joined his hands in prayer, the man of the village to live in near came over and said, "It is the skeleton of the Komachi Onono. Komachi goes up to the capital from Dewa and gained fame as an expert of the 31-syllable Japanese poem. Besides, in splendid beautiful women and she had a lot of rumor about love, but any beautiful woman become grandmother someday. Komachi who was not looked at by a man comes back quietly from the city and is died here." "What did you say?" "This is the skeleton of that Komachi." "Bless my heart." Tears overflowed the eyes of Narihira unintentionally. What poor that Onono Komachi who was matchless beautiful women and was the expert of the 31-syllable Japanese poem exposes the skeleton to the grass now. Therefore in the first half of a tanka that he heard yesterday, I will not say the last of Komachi is poor. A Japanese pampas grass only grows to the skeleton. He read the latter half of a tanka and summarized it in one poem and seemed to continue a trip more.